So before this video gets started, if you are an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, or a gig worker and you want paid time off, if you want paid time off, sick leave, you want protection if you get into accidents, if you want income protection, if you want protection if you ever get deactivated, hospitalized, if you ever do get deactivated and you want your account back as well, there's a brand new company that just launched and they got $1.6 million in funding. They're doing same day cash transfers to drivers, to gig workers for, paid time off, all that stuff. If you want that, the company's called Cover. And if you use my link down below, you get 30 days for free. It does start at $7 a month. But again, if you use my link, you get 30 days for free. No commitments, no annual contracts. You can cancel and pause at any time. The company's called Cover. At least check it out. At least click my link down below and accept that gift of 30 days for free. And now let's get on to the video. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name's Dylan. Thank you so much for coming by. So in today's video, we're talking about a very specific topic that a lot of people are not talking about, and I actually haven't heard anybody talk about this. And I was talking to Greg Wave. He is another driver on this YouTube channel. We are all drivers, by the way, and the only way we were able to figure this out is by looking at our tax summaries at the end of the year. So I'm basically going to talk about this, and disclaimer, I am not a lawyer. I am not a tax accountant. I'm not a certified public accountant. This is just a hypothesis that I'm throwing up on why Uber and Lyft could possibly be ending if they have to reclassify their drivers as employees, because I think that me doing my research basically just exposed a huge fault in Uber and Lyft's business model. And you guys might have heard that Uber and Lyft have claimed in the past that, wow, this light is so bright, that they can't function on a business model under employee model, that they cannot be successful. And I think the main reason is taxes. I think Uber and Lyft currently, hear me out on this, I'm just gonna be talking about this clearly from a financial perspective. This is just my thought process. Again, I'm not an expert in this field, so please share your thoughts down below. If you are a lawyer or a tax accountant, tell me whether or not this is true, because I think it is kind of true. But basically, and this is the knowledge that I'm throwing out is because I do have an LLC and I do know about tax write-offs and tax deductions. And I think, you guys, is that Uber isn't really paying any taxes on all of the ride payments. And the way they structure this is, if you look at the end of your tax summary for either Uber or Lyft, just go in your tax summary in your app, and it shows you the year, but the whole breakdown. But basically, they count your income as a driver. They count your income as the summation of all of the ride payments, even though you don't see that money at all. You only see your cut, right? So let's say you make $20,000 as an Uber driver in 1 year, right? That should be your income, right? No, Uber writes on your tax form that your income is actually $30,000, for example. That's what the rider pays. They write that your income is the $30,000, what the riders have paid, not what you actually took home. And then they count the difference as a service fee, a platform fee. They break it down into whatever the fees are that you're paying Uber and Lyft. So in my opinion, the way I see it is that they're getting pretty much a tax deduction for the full amount of ride payment. They're saying that because it's a platform and it's not their product, they're essentially saying, I think that they're saying that all of the money that comes in as a ride payment is given to the driver, and then the driver just pays us a cut. And I don't know how they structured that, the payment or the service fee. I don't know if that counts as income for them or what, but in my opinion, it should say that your income as a driver is the income you take, not the full amount. The reason that I assume that people don't notice this is because you don't notice that you as a driver put the tax deduction as, or put the platform fees as a tax deduction anyway. They automatically do that for you. So in that example, your income is $30,000. The $10,000 platform fee and service fees, that's a tax deduction for the driver. So the driver only pays taxes on the $20,000. And then, you know, you have all your other tax write-offs like mileage and car expenses and all that stuff. But I think the reason that this is important, guys, and again, this is just a theory, I'm just throwing it out there because I like to do my investigations. If you guys know me, I do tons of research for my videos. I broke down how to get Uber and Lyft's driver sick pay. And I don't want to like toot my own horn here, but I had hundreds of drivers reach out to me and say, Dylan, thank you so much. I just got $800 from Uber. Thank you so much. I just got $1,200 from Uber. I followed your advice, Dylan. I got $600 from Uber, $700 for Lyft, $300 for Lyft, whatever. There were so many drivers who were super thankful because I went out and did my research. And I'm doing my research here again. And I'm trying to figure out why they really don't want to make drivers employees. It seems pretty simple, right? Just make drivers employees, give them a minimum, you know, set wage, whatever, benefits and stuff. Uber and Lyft really don't want to make drivers employees. And I think one of the main reasons is because they're not going to get the same tax benefits as putting drivers as independent contractors, because now they're going to actually have to pay out drivers as W-2 employees, and then they as a company have to pay taxes on that. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Again, I'm not a professional. This is just a kind of fun little way for me to vent my thoughts out on how Uber and Lyft, I mean, Greg and I were even saying, is that even legal? Can they even legally, you know, do that whole thing where they count your driver income as the full ride payments? Because I never seen that money. When I go out and get a $10 ride, it's not like I'm making $20 and then I'm paying Lyft or Uber $10. It's just like I'm getting the 20 bucks. So, and I think if they have to make their drivers employees, they're not going to be able to do those benefits anymore and those little hacking things. And that's the whole reason the government wants to make them classify the drivers as employees, so they're not hacking the system anymore. So anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. That's why, in my opinion, Uber and Lyft are probably going to end, because they simply can't function to the same caliber as they could if drivers are independent contractors. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Check out the links down below. There's a bunch of helpful tips and tricks on how to make more money as a driver or just extra side hustle income. If you want more cash, check out the links down below. Thank you all for watching today's video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great, amazing day. Later, guys. Peace.